Well, folks, it is Black Friday, and I'm not shopping, thank goodness. But day after Thanksgiving, and I'm headed up to Pennsylvania. Well, I'm actually in Pennsylvania right now. I just down the road here from my folks' place, and looking forward to another year of family tradition of deer season. So I look forward to being able to come up here for rifle season every chance I get. So, and it's been nice, you know, this is the third season in a row that I've been living in Virginia, and I have the opportunity to come up here to my folks' place and go do some rifle hunting. I don't know that Dad will get out and do any hunting with me. He had hip surgery about a month ago and still recovering from that. So I don't know if he'll be able to get out, but he can just regale on some of the stories. He just likes talking about it. So pretty excited. So turning on the home road right now. Got the trailer with me, you know, and so I can do some work, give me some chance to kind of get some quiet and do a little bit of work for the channel and for my real job and some other stuff I got going on. So this will be fun. Stick around. Pennsylvania, always a good time rifle hunting up here, and had a lot of great success. And I got a target buck that I'm looking for, and yeah, I can't wait. So stick around, folks. It's gonna be a good few days. I got 5 days of deer hunting, and then gotta head back to good old Virginia, head back down south of Mason-Dixon, and yeah, we'll see you guys on opening morning tomorrow morning. Well, hey folks, guess what it is? It is opening day in Pennsylvania for the rifle season, and I'm pretty excited. I got up nice and early here, hanging out in the camper, just got my coffee ready, and made sure I have all my gear ready, and I'm gonna head on down into the woods. But nothing beats opening day of anything, and I absolutely love opening day of rifle deer season here in Pennsylvania. It is something I've always looked forward to, and nothing's changed. So I've been doing this for 32 years now. No, not every year, unfortunately. You know, work gets in the way of that, you know, not living in the area. But I'm fortunate enough that this is the third year in a row that I've been able to be up here for this, so pretty excited. But gonna be up here through Wednesday, so I got good 5 days of hunting, and should be a pretty good time. See what happens, but I would expect some pretty good action, and I got some tags burning a hole in my pocket and a freezer that needs to get filled. So I need to go get my stuff on and get down out in the woods. So wish us luck.
Well, good morning. It's been an interesting morning already this morning. I wasn't able to get into the stand right away. I got down, I started walking in. I was coming in right real early. I was coming in like an hour, like 45 minutes to an hour before the shooting light. But I started walking down. I got towards the edge of the woods, and I could hear deer down in here. Several deer down in here. So I was like, shoot, what am I gonna do? And so I just set up on the edge of the field. I just put my pack on the ground, laid down, put the camera on top of my pack, and just listened. I was hoping it could sound like they were working their way up towards the field. They were definitely on this side of this wood lot here, but they didn't come out. I waited a little bit I was trying to like find that fine line of when they were pushed out enough or whatever to get in here. I think I did push them a little bit when I started walking in, but I did some prep work yesterday. I'd hung the stand, and I cleared a little path, just cut some branches and stuff so I don't get hung up, make a lot of noise. I did that yesterday when I hung my stand, so I could have a nice little, fairly, not really a straight shot, but a good little path coming right down into my stand on the backside, and also so I don't have to walk. I mean, the best area to walk is where the deer typically are traveling, right through where the camera's set up. But yeah, so it worked out perfect. I was able to come in here like real quiet, even with the leaves, and get in and stand. Like 10 minutes after I got in, that little guy walked by. I think it was a 4 or 5, maybe a 6. I couldn't get. He was behind me, so I'm like doing this number and like trying to do it with the camera over my shoulder. He busted me. I was trying to swing the camera around this way so I could get him on this side, and busted me swinging the camera. It's fine. But he's not a shooter. Let him grow up and he'll be a shooter in a couple years. But those are probably some does that were in here this morning. I need them to come back. I just wanted Joe to walk by right now so I can fill my doe tags. Got 3 doe tags and a buck tag. I got 5 days. Better get busy. I don't know if Dad's out. I didn't think he'd be able to go out, but he says he's gonna try and get out a little bit. I mean, he just takes his van, opens the side doors and sits there. He has his crutches. It looks like he's getting around pretty good after his surgery. If you didn't have been paying attention, and you should be paying attention, and if you are new, you should go back and watch all our old stuff. Yeah, my dad had hip surgery about a month ago, so but he seems to be doing pretty good. He's 79 years old, still trying to get after it. He's not in the best of health. He's still getting after it. It's pretty motivating. So he likes to help fill the freezers. At any rate, hopefully something walks by. I'm gonna probably sit out here pretty late this morning. Be an opening morning. There's been a lot of shooting going on around. Game lands are going off. I think the neighbors might have shot over here. That's what it sounded like. I'll have to message them later. Yeah, we'll see. Stay tuned. Oh, here we go. Afternoon on opening day of rifle season here in Pennsylvania. Did a little bit of work around lunchtime. Came back to the house and got some lunch and did a couple things around the house for my dad, and then went and moved my stand from this morning because I've had that happen to me before. We're trying to get down in that spot, down that hollow, deer down there feeding, you can't get in. So I pushed it up to another spot where I think they might be headed to, at least sometimes. At least this morning it seemed like they're heading that way, and I know other times they do. I have plenty of pictures of them in this area, that area. So I wanted to go give it a shot, move the stand up there. I'm trying to, over the last couple of years, I've been trying to like figure out like some good places for some ladder stands. So I think I'm going to invest in some ladder stands this year in the off season, and come up here and do some, actually put them in and do some prep, some cleanup work. I mean, there's some work that needs to be done in these woods anyways, just for habitat management type stuff in general, but so I think that's one of the things I want to look at doing, is set up some permanent stands. And in fact, where I'm at right now, I'm in the blind. Same thing I did last year. This is kind of like my go-to spot for this property in the evenings. So sit in the back pasture, back corner of the field, with pasture and the ag field meet in the corner of the woods. So I've shot plenty of deer in this spot over the years, so hopefully tonight's no different. But I'm thinking about putting a permanent box blind here, either building one or buying one. Cheaper to build one. Putting one here. And there's a couple other spots I thought about putting a box blind too, so that would be real good spots to set up. Building them would just be easier and cheaper, and then I can also kind of make it the way I want. So I don't know, we'll see. That's kind of a long way away. It's all season stuff, but of course all season comes up quick. But yeah, so I got all this stuff set up over the lunchtime break, and now I'm gonna hang out here. Hopefully they come out for dinner. Well, made it back to the camper. Gonna change over and head in and help Mom get dinner ready. I'm frustrated though. You saw that I had those, well, I don't know if you saw it, but I had a doe pop out back behind me and along the field edge, the pasture area, and coming down towards that corner. You probably didn't see it. I was trying to get the camera just right so that I could catch her, but she was not having that blind, and then she ended up blowing and taking off. And then a little while later, I know I got that one on camera, but had the one that came out, and I was looking, I thought I saw little spikes on it, and so I was taking a look with my binoculars and then trying to get a good look before, because that was a nice sized doe or deer. But then when it was a doe. Once I figured out it was for sure a doe, she turned around and ran back in the woods. And then right at last light, those two came out. The one came out and it looked like a yearling. You could see that it had, to me, it had that short face. And then the other one came out, was a little bit bigger, but real light colored hide. So I kind of got the impression that was probably like a young doe. And it was right at last light, and I was having a real hard time seeing. So I was like, I thought about shooting a bigger one, but I was like, you know what, let's just be smart, take our time. We got a few more days of hunting. Let's not rush this. So I decided not to take the shot, but it was just it was right at like the last couple minutes of shooting light, and it was just so hard to see. And she did look a little bit on the smaller side to me, so I just decided not to shoot. So, but it was fun. I had a good time sitting out there watching some squirrels. Got to see some deer. I mean, I'd seen deer today. I had deer that I couldn't see, but I could hear this morning before sunrise. And then that buck that came in, the little guy, and then those does. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, unfortunately, so we'll see how that turns out. But stick around. I mean, today was just day one. I still got four more solid days of hunting. Three more solid days of hunting, and maybe a morning sit. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you reach down, hit that subscribe button, leave us a like, check out our other videos, buy some gear on our website, check out the link in the description.
and come back and see us again. Thanks, guys.